Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of ReaperCast. Today we're going to be talking about some new Dark Magician support here coming out in Battle of Chaos. This is definitely going to be very exciting. This is a set that has yet to actually be announced fully, but it is right now going to be released in an OCG set. I believe this would be similar to the Battle of Legends series, so it's going to be quite interesting to see how they actually print out the cards in a particular ratio or not. The pack art focuses on some kind of magician card, a new magician card. I don't know what it is. We might feature it today, we might feature it next time, or it might not even be out yet. But with that being said, let's go over all of these cards and see what they have to offer. But before I get started, I would like to remind you guys to drop a like, share, comment and subscribe, and also hit that bell notification as well. It really does help. I noticed that 60% of you guys aren't even subscribed, so please do. But of course, that's up to you. So with that being said, let's begin. The first card we have over here is Mitsuki Kuribo, a level 1 Dark Fiend effect monster with 300 attack and 200 defense. You can only use this card's name's first and second effects each once per turn. First effect, during the main phase or battle phase, if you took battle damage or damage from an opponent's card effect, this turn as a quick effect, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard, special summon one Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl from your deck or graveyard. That's already incredibly powerful, definitely amazing, and I love the fact that this is actually able to happen during the battle phase as well. Or better yet, during your opponent's turn when you already have a Dark Magical Circle out on the field. Second effect, if a face-up spellcaster monster you control is destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, you can add this card from your graveyard to your hand. Definitely a really amazing card. I could already see this card being added onto the deck easily. 2 or 3 copies will definitely be a fantastic add-in. However, next up here we have Dimension Conjurer, a level 1 Dark Spellcaster effect monster with 500 attack and defense. You can only use this card's name's first and second effects each once per turn. First effect, if this card is summoned, you could add 1 magical dimension from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Okay, that's definitely very nice support, very interesting support, that's for sure. Second effect, if this card is sent from the monster zone to the graveyard, you could draw cards equal to the number of spellcaster monsters you control. Then place the same number of cards from your hand on the top of your deck in any order, which kind of reminds me of the Dark Magical Circle, of course, in some sort of manner, but in this particular case it's almost as if it's like a monster form. Now next up we have something really exciting here. This is Tamayus, the Dragon of Destiny. I'm really happy about this card because at long last Tamayus actually has a monster form, a proper monster form that is. I mean, we do have Tamayus the Legendary Knights, but to actually have the proper dragon monster is definitely something that we've all been waiting for, and although it's a little late, it's better late than never. So we have over here a level 8 light dragon effect monster of 2800 attack and 1800 defense, and the first and second effects can only be used once per turn each. First effect, you could send 1 spellcaster monster or 1 spell trap that specifically lists the card Dark Magician in its text from the hand or face up field to the graveyard, special summon this card from your hand. That's not particularly a bad effect, it actually summons out pretty easily if you look at it in that particular sense. That any kind of spell and trap in the deck pretty much will be listing Dark Magician in its text. Second effect, during your main phase you can fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion material, including at least 1 spellcaster monster. So as you can see here, this card is kind of similar to the actual Eye of Tamayus spell card, however it is in a monster form. Definitely adds the bit of versatility, allowing you to also use it as a monster, but at the same time you could change it to the spell effect if you want to. Definitely a great way of actually including the card, but I did wish that there was more to it, because I have to admit this is pretty underwhelming. Moving on, we have here Illusion of Chaos, a level 7 Dark Spellcaster Ritual Effect monster of 2100 attack and 2500 defense. You can ritual summon this card with Chaos form. You can only use this card's first and second effects each once per turn. First effect, you could reveal this card in your hand, add 1 Dark Magician or 1 non-ritual monster that specifically lists the card's name in its text from your deck to your hand. Then place 1 card from your hand on the top of the deck. Not bad, but not particularly the most amazing effect either. Almost as if it's a pseudo Necroz card. Second effect, when your opponent activates a monster effect as a quick effect, you can return this card to your hand, and if you do, special summon one Dark Magician from your graveyard, and if you do that, negate that effect. I like that, that's definitely what we're looking for here, allowing you to manipulate the board, negating your monsters, and if you already have Dark Magical Circle out on the field, you get to banish one of your opponent's cards as well. Finally, we have over here Dark Master of Chaos, a level 8 Dark Spellcaster Fusion effect monster with 3000 attack and 2500 defense, and requires a Dark Magician plus 1 Chaos or Blackluster Soldier ritual monster. I like that it actually allows you to mix in the Blackluster Soldier ritual deck as well. That definitely does change things up. Of course, it could also refer to the original Blackluster Soldier ritual monster as well, which I definitely am all keen for. Because if you remember from the original show, Blackluster Soldier, the original ritual monster, was summoned by tributing Dark Magician and Kuribo, I believe. It was also summoned by tributing off Gaia and Kuribo, which was the original intention, but the fact that Dark Magician and Kuribo can also go for Blackluster Soldier is just that extra add-on. Now, as we can see by the artwork of this particular card, it is actually the cover card, so I am definitely looking forward to what these effects can offer, and it seems like we have 3 different effects. First effect, if this card is fusion summoned, you can target one light or dark monster in your graveyard, special summon it. That's a great start. Second effect, you contribute one light or dark monster, banish all monsters your opponent controls. Wow, that's actually pretty strong. I mean, if you combine this particular card here or this particular effect with any of the Gaia monsters or even Kuribo monsters like Reeling Kuribo, you could definitely benefit a lot off that tributing effect, but at the same time to banish all monsters your opponent controls straight up without anything else, that's definitely very powerful. And unless your opponent has some sort of negate to this particular effect, I don't necessarily see this card being stopped. To pair this together with the ritual monster we just talked about earlier, this is going to be quite the devastating combo and lockdown. Third effect, if this fusion summon card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you could target one spell card in your graveyard, add it to your hand. Of course, recovering your resources, adding back what you really need in the grave, definitely very powerful. As an overall, this is all really amazing archetypal supports for the Dark Magician deck. I mean, every single card here is definitely fantastic. The only one that's a bit underwhelming would be the Tamayus, the Dragon of Destiny. However, everything else is just on another level. It definitely boosts up the deck in so many ways, and it's making me more keen than ever to actually build a Dark Magician deck. But I definitely want to hear what you guys actually have to say about this. But with that being said, thanks for joining me today. I hope you all have a fantastic day. I'll see you all next time.